So Regina recently did a vlog. By the way, hi everybody. Yeah, anyway, Regina recently did a vlog about how I talked her into living on a sailboat and going cruising. And she talked about how I put the magazines in front of her and stuff like that. But there was more to it than that. You know, yes, there was the exposing her to people's stories of adventure and the pictures of these beautiful places and the stories people had about how great it was to have a boat pull up next to them with, fruits and vegetables and, all these cute little, honestly kind of cliche stories. And that helped. But so did other stuff, like, boats and sailing scared her. So, what about traveling in an RV or a bus, something like that. So we bought a bus. We bought a school bus for like $3,000 and put an interior in it, a refrigerator and a stove and stuff like that. And we lived on it for a couple of months, and we even got into a winter on it. And plans changed, and I had a little inheritance, and we borrowed some money, and we bought our first sailboat. It was a 32-foot West Sail. Second sailboat, yeah. And that's really where the transition happened. That boat was in Florida. We took delivery of it in Marathon in the Florida Keys. I did about 3 weeks of 12 hours a day, 7 days a week worth of work on her. Got her in the water, and, we stayed in Marathon about a month, and we sailed down to Key West, and we anchored out in Key West, and we lived in Key West for a year. And we went day sailing and, kind of eased into it. And, to be honest, Key West is a very challenging place to really learn how to be a liveaboard on a sailboat. So the first experience was a year and a half on a 29-foot sailboat in a marina in Philadelphia. Okay? We were in Center City, Philadelphia, so we had all of the access to like downtown big city America. And we still had this cute little sailboat in a marina in Philly with a whole bunch of people who knew about boats. And we lived there for a year and a half. We didn't really ever go out on the boat. I think we went out maybe 4 times. And almost every time was a serious challenge. And we kind of stuck with it. We kept trying. But that's really where we cut our teeth doing the liveaboard thing. That's where we dealt with the nightmares, like a raw water strainer cracking in the middle of winter and trying to sink the boat. Bilge pumps quitting, like having no heat in the middle of the winter. We dealt with all those headaches. We did that in kind of a safe spot where we had help. Both of our parents were a half hour away in either direction. We had a lot of assistance there. Wow. But how did we go from the transition of moving back on the land for Lily and get reconvinced back to a boat? Because that was more than Lats and Ats and Lynn and Larry Party books and Dave and Zsa Zsa Martin. I mean, it was more than just that. We were on land for almost 2 years.
3.
Before we did the West Sail.
3.
3 years?
Because Lily had just turned 3 years old when we bought it and moved aboard.
Yeah.
February after her 3rd birthday.
Well, but I guess a lot of it was that, after living on a boat and having the space constraints and the challenges with it, we also had the rewards. And so we moved back on the land and dealt with the struggle of, having a house, and yeah. Yeah, I guess it was the struggle of having the house and then the reconfirmation of small spaces from the bus. And then going ahead and doing it again is really what it was. There you go. I don't know how much of that's going to be usable. Are you still recording? As the lamest whiteout there ever was. If you use that, if you saw that that me blowing smoke saying in this vlog, I am not going to talk to Regina for at least an hour.